Hello, and today I'm answering your most common questions about stress, stress treatment, and stress and hypnotherapy. So, the first question we've got is, can hypnotherapy help with stress? And yes, on its own, hypnotherapy is one of the fastest way of bringing down stress levels, especially when you learn a bit of self-hypnosis to help you to change how you're feeling and get into a better state. However, if we use hypnosis and NLP, also known as Neuro-Linguistic Programming, we can help you to recognize that stress an awful lot earlier. We can show you how to slow it down and then stop it, and then how to move into a more confident, relaxed, and productive state. And by using the two together, we don't just manage your stress, we help you to eliminate it. Another common question about stress is how many sessions does it take of hypnotherapy to sort stress out? Now, it really depends, first of all, what you're wanting to do. The typical process is what's known as stress management, which just means we bring it down and it just means we reduce it, but it continues to be a problem. We prefer to eliminate it, which is easy enough to do, but it depends on how bad your stress is. Now, most people, when they come to us, they've let their stress roll on for years, and quite often it leads on to anxiety. And if that's the case, usually 3 to 5 sessions will sort it out and eliminate it for good. However, if it's very light, if you come to us very early on when you recognize you've got a stress problem, typically we can sort that out in 1 to 3 sessions. So, what is the difference between stress and anxiety? So, stress is our response when there's an outside pressure. So, imagine we're dealing with either a lot of pressure at work or we're dealing with a difficult person. That kind of pushes us to move into that stress response and have all those horrible stress symptoms. Anxiety is a little bit different. The symptoms are very similar, but anxiety is an issue when stress has gone on for a long time and it becomes a habit. Anxiety is a natural part of our response. Imagine we're being attacked by a dog. We're meant to go into fight or flight and sort that out. But then if that response starts to become a habit and happens all the time unconsciously, that's when stress becomes anxiety. So, who do we help with stress? Typically, the people we work with are either business professionals or business owners who are in a high pressure environment. And the reason why stress is becoming such a problem for these groups at the moment is there's more and more pressure to perform better, to be more productive, to make more money, to make more profits. And it is getting harder and harder in industry and business to keep up with everything that's changing. One of the things we do see is technology is changing and so many people are falling behind. So typically in these groups, people work, they work and work, there's a lack of self-care, and then eventually they sort of realize there's a problem, and this is when they contact us for help. So our next question is, what does hypnotherapy for stress feel like, and will I lose control? Now, this is really interesting because most people's idea of hypnosis and hypnotherapy is totally wrong. They've seen stage shows or they've seen films where it's been over dramatized, and hypnosis is a natural state that we all go in and out of dozens of times every day, such as when we jump in the car and we drive somewhere and we don't think about it. When we use it for therapy, it's more of a focused state. It's not always relaxed. You're in control 100% of the time, but it just means we talk to you in hypnotic language. We help you to relax down, and then we start to talk to your unconscious or your subconscious mind, depending which way you talk to it, to make the changes that we've agreed during the session. You don't ever go to sleep. You're always in control, and getting into that hypnosis state is one of my favorite states, and I do this every day. So, what are the first steps to sorting out our stress levels? And I say this to everybody is that we all need, even therapists, to take some time to invest in ourselves, to do whatever it takes to bring those stress and those anxiety levels down nicely. For some people, it could be just going for a walk every morning or visiting the gym, going out and doing something nice, some time with the family. However, I regularly hear professionals and business owners tell me they don't have 20 to 30 minutes a day. And that is exactly the problem why we have a stress issue. If we're not willing to put time in to look after ourselves because we look after so much else, we're going to fall over. And a stress problem left untreated really gets worse. And we see this in business professionals, we see this in business owners, we see this in GPs, and we even see this in therapists because we don't always take the best advice. So take the time to invest in yourself, and it just takes 20 to 30 minutes a day. We can all get out of bed a little bit earlier. To make this as easy as possible, we have a link below to Professional Confidence. And this is a self-hypnosis track that you just need to find somewhere safe and somewhere quiet, pop in your headphones, close your eyes, and listen to the track once a day. And the benefits of doing this is that it compounds again and again. And the track is designed to reduce down your anxiety, your stress levels, and replace them with confidence and being more productive. Thank you for watching.